Okay, in case you guys didn't know, I have a website now where I sell vintage, and I had a drop this past weekend, so I wanted to record a video showing you guys everything that sold during the drop. So we have all of the orders here. It is currently Sunday. The drop happened on Friday. Most of these sales actually happened Friday. I only had one sale yesterday on Saturday. None today so far, but I will update you guys at the end of the video if anything else sells. Yeah, this is a what sold my vintage website edition. So if you guys didn't know, lovelessvintage.com, it is still live right now. I have over 100 items on there still right now, but Depop has been sucking. eBay, not had much luck with it. So I said, I'm gonna start my own vintage website. It's been a long time since I've done a vintage drop. I've actually had this website, I've had the domain for many years. I used to do drops on this website back when I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram. I think 2021, which is when I did my first website drop, but I only did a couple of them and then I fell off of it. But now I have such a bigger following on Instagram, and so many people constantly ask me, do you have a website? Where do you sell your stuff? So I thought now it was the perfect time to bring the website back. And yeah, we had some really good sales. So I'm going to show you guys everything that sold, what it sold for, and yeah, let's get into it. So I've had 13 orders since the website has been live, which you guys might not think is that big of a deal, but some of these orders had multiple items in them. It was a very successful drop from my standpoint. I hit my minimum of what I wanted to make from the drop. I surpassed the minimum of what I wanted to make for the drop. And it also just motivates me to kind of trust in myself more and to post more on the website. I look at this as an opportunity where, like, if people enjoy my content on Instagram or on YouTube and they want to directly support me instead of just going to Depop, you can check out my website now. And the way that I kind of think of it in my mind is I'm going to start doing small website drops every single month, and then whatever doesn't sell, I'm just going to move to other platforms like Depop and eBay. I really do want to like quit Depop. It has been a headache for the past couple months, and it is just not worth my time anymore. So I've been really thinking about focusing on eBay and potentially doing some whatnots, but for now the website has me very stoked. So let's show you guys some of the sales. This was the first sale. The website dropped at 10 a.m. and this was the first sale within the first minute. This is a thrashed 90s camel, born to be smooth fader. Look at the collar difference. Look at that collar color versus the fade on this. It has holes throughout. It is single stitched from the 90s. It sold within a minute, and the crazy thing about this tee is I didn't really know how to price it because I was like, I feel like this is like a $30-ish shirt without all the wear and everything, but faded black shirts have been selling really well for me, and I think there's a really high demand for that like distressed faded look. So for my pricing on my website, I actually did look at a lot of eBay sold comps. That's kind of where I was getting my pricing from, and then I look at currently listed ones and then like Depop and stuff like that, but mainly eBay sold comps is where I get all my prices from. And there were like a couple of these selling for like $100, like in the same condition, like super faded, thrashed. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. So I threw this one up for $60, which I honestly think is like a little bit higher of a price for a shirt like this, but the fade, you can't just replicate the fade and wear on a shirt like this. It takes many wears and years of someone wearing this to get like this, with especially with the collar. Like, that's my favorite. If I ever find a shirt that has this collar like difference, I always keep it. I priced this at $60 and it did sell for $60, the faded distressed camel tee. So that was the first sale of the website. Next, for $150, we have this Grateful Dead all over print. It's like an NBA style, the good old Grateful Dead. This one is single stitched, no tag, but I think fits like a large. Has a couple of marks and everything, but sold for $150. I think I was seeing them listed for like 200 plus. And that's the thing with the website, is like less fees than compared to like selling on eBay. eBay's fees for sellers are absolutely insane. Now I know why people like prefer to sell on Depop, because the eBay fees are insane. There's a bigger buyer base, like they're more serious buyers, but oh my God, the fees on eBay are insane. I think a lot of listings had this shirt at around like 200 or more, and then I maybe saw sold comp at like 180. So I put it up for 150, and this was the second sale of the website. Single stitch. I bought this wholesale. I don't remember what I spent on it, maybe $50 or so. So a good little return for me. Order number 3 was a bundle sale. So 3 items. And first off, on the giant tag, size large on this giant tag right here, we have the Air Supply tee. So a band tee front and back. This one is from 1991. Nice little fade on it. This one sold for $40. So I had this one listed for $40. Oh, by the way, everything on my site, if you're in the US, is free shipping. So free shipping on everything, no matter how many shirts you order or items you order, it is free shipping. And we have 2 Toby Keith shirts. So this is the first one, really sick 90s one, front and back hit. This one is single stitch all the way around. This one sold for $40. And then this one is actually really sick. So this is a earlier 90s one, another Toby Keith one, but this one is signed. So we have the signed Toby Keith, should have been a cowboy. I sold this one one for $60. It was kind of hard to find pricing on like signed items. And me personally, I don't really care about like signatures. Like I would never really care if like I had a vintage shirt with a signature. I buy vintage shirts for the wearability. And in my personal opinion, this makes it more like a collector's item that like I wouldn't want to wear something that was like signed like this. I put this one up for like a little bit more than I saw like other vintage Toby Keith shirts going for. And I kind of factored in his like autograph into it. But I think $60 is a really good deal if you're like a fan of Toby Keith. So we had those all together for a total of $140. We had a big boy sale. So this was, I think, sale number 4, international sale. We sold the Nirvana live in New York. Probably one of the best tees from the drop, one of my favorite tees from the drop. And this tee is in absolutely mint condition, except for it has this red paint mark on the sleeve. If you're able to get this out, the shirt is in like amazing condition. I saw some recent sold comps for $300 and then $400. I thought this shirt was honestly valued a little bit higher than that. I think when I first got it, I was kind of valuing it around like $800 because that's what I saw listings at. But then there have been some recent solds at around $300, $400. So I put it up for $400. I think that's a really good deal, honestly. I think this shirt is probably worth more than that. And the dude that bought it actually also bought this one for $80. This is a Freddie Mercury tribute shirt. There's like 25 Queen and Freddie Mercury shirts on the site, and I think this is the only one that sold. So if you guys are into Queen and Freddie Mercury, I have a lot of like early 80s, like 80s, 90s rare Queen shirts on the site right now. This one sold for $80, which I also think is a pretty good deal for this shirt. So that is $480, and he paid international shipping as well. Listen, I don't just have like $400 shirts on the website either. I keep the minimum at $20. That's what I told myself when I reopened my website. I want to keep cheaper items on the site, but I think the lowest price I'd be willing to do with the free shipping and everything would be like a $20 item. So this was a $20 item. Halo 4, this one sold. This one actually had a ton of likes on Depop. I think it was in like 4 people's carts. This was one of the items that I had listed on Depop prior to the drop that I moved to the drop because I feel like someone would have wanted it. Really nice fade on it. And yes, it did sell for $20 shipped. Not a huge profit, but I do want to keep my site like accessible to like people that would want to just support me and get like a cool shirt for like under $100. I do want to keep the site stocked with like $20 shirts. I've even thought about doing bundles, potential reseller bundles. I have a lot of inventory right now, and I have a lot more inventory on the way, different types of inventory. We'll get into that later. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. $20 for the Halo 4 shirt. Now this one was the biggest sale of the website, and I have to shout out my friend Brooklyn, my bestie Brooklyn, actually bought this bundle. It is 6 items, 6 shirts, and on top we have the Grail size large on that Brockham tag. We have the glow-in-the-dark Soundgarden Super Unknown front and back. This is a glow-in-the-dark shirt, 1994, in dead stock condition, dry rot tested. We are all good to go. This one I had listed for $300, which I think is extremely fair. I'm seeing solds around $400-ish, and then a bunch of listings for like $500, $800, $1,000 for this shirt. I just wanted to put it up cheaper because of the potential dry rot factor, because there were a few of these shirts I got in this Banty haul where this came from that maybe 2 or 3 of them were dry rot, and then some of them were like so dead stock that I washed them multiple times and dry rot tested them multiple times, but they still have that like dead stock look. So just to ensure and ease everybody's minds, I put shirts like this. There's a couple other shirts in the drop, another one that actually did sell. I put them up for better deals just because of that. So she got 6 items. That is the first item. It sold for $300. The next one, $125 for the, I think this is late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, look at the tag. Hanes, late 80s, early 90s. Led Zeppelin. A lot of these like 80s-ish band tees, like when I was researching them, kind of confused me because I think tags have a lot to do with things, like size has a lot to do with things, obviously. But some people have like this same shirt listed for like $500, and then sold comps are like around like $150. So it's just confusing to me. I don't know if people just like list stuff super high and wait for it to sell. They just like sit on it. But yeah, I thought $125 was a really fair price for this. The late 80s, early 90s Led Zeppelin, so $125 on that. Another one that kind of confused me when I was researching it, it is a size medium screen stars. I was seeing a few of these selling for like, I want to say like $150, $200, the Live Aid shirts. Because of the size, and it does have a couple little like storage marks and everything, I think I put this on the site for like $50, and there are solds like around that, like up to like 80, 100, like is what I see them kind of going for. But again, I just wanted to give a good deal, so I put it on the site for $50. This should be a sign to check out my website. Maybe I'm underpricing some stuff. Maybe you guys will get some good deals. I always want to give good deals, especially if you come directly to my website. So $50 for that one. The Shrek Grail. Size small, but it does look like it fits like more like a medium. This one kind of shocked me. I don't think there's any solds, or there might be like one sold that was like around like 80 or 90 bucks, but all of them are listed for like 100 bucks or so. This one is actually funny because it is single stitched top and bottom. I put it on the site for 75 bucks and she copped it in the bundle because she is a giant Shrek fan. So yeah, I was stoked that this one sold. I thought that this one would potentially have to go to like eBay. I'm glad that she saw the vision. 75 bucks for that one. Quick little $40 banger on the Nice Man tag size XL. We have the Black Crows front and back tour t-shirts. And the last one from her bundle is, as I mentioned before, from this Banty haul, there were a couple Dry Rot shirts, and I listed this one on the site as Dry Rot. Size XL. It's just such a cool shirt that like I didn't want to just like throw it away or do nothing with it. It is the Big Face Jim Morrison from The Doors. I think I listed this for like 20, 25 bucks just to get it in the hands of someone if they wanted to hang it up or just try wearing it out and being careful with it. I think if it wasn't Dry Rot, this is like a $70 to $100 shirt. So I felt like 20, 25 bucks for it was a good deal. So for all 6 items, it was $650, which honestly, like the Soundgarden alone, I feel like is potentially $400, $500. So I feel like that's a really good deal for the whole bundle. So $650 for the whole bundle for 6 shirts. Thank you, Brooklyn. We have a $95 bundle sale. We have the $75 size XL Budweiser. I was seeing some interesting sold comps for this one too before I listed it. Like some as high as like, I think 150. Your powder mine. I put this up for 75 bucks. It is a bit smaller from the size tag. It's more of like a large, a boxy large, and it does have a couple little marks and wear on it. So I put it on the site for 75 bucks. I thought that was a really good deal for this specific tee. And then they also copped this, the Bon Jovi. This shirt is so sick. It's a parking lot bootleg. It is all chopped up, like the neckline's gone, the sleeves are chopped, the bottom's chopped. But look at that giant back hit with special guest Nickelback. I was there. So this is a crazy 2006 Bon Jovi like parking lot tour tee. And I put this on the site for 20 bucks for a Bon Jovi Nickelback enthusiast if they want to pick it up. It is all chopped and everything, but 20 bucks. So together this was a $95 sale. Another one of the good sales, size XL Brockham tag Slayer with I'll show the back very quick. Really crazy back hit. 200 bucks. I think when I first came across this shirt, because this was from the Banty haul, and I had come across these shirts from my friend Tina a couple years ago, and when I was looking through them and kind of like valuating them out, I feel like this one back like a couple years ago was like 500 bucks. It's went down a decent amount. There's a bunch of solds right now for around like 200, 300 bucks. I think there's some listed for like higher than that, maybe up to like 500. But I was seeing comps around like 200, 300. I listed it for 200 bucks and it did sell. Another big bundle sale, 5 item sale actually. So yeah, really good diversity in this bundle as well. We have the size XL deep purple. I wanted to throw it up on the site cheap, so this one was up on the site for 20 bucks. That is the first sale. We have the Gaara solo from Naruto. There was not a lot of anime in this drop, but don't worry. We'll do an anime drop. I'll have a sneak peek at the end of the video for you guys. $40 for the Gaara solo. This one is sick because it does have like the 2000s Naruto tag, but underneath it, it's like the rippled junction screen printing. I got this one off of Depop. I actually bought it for myself. I already had this shirt and I thought it was a good enough deal to like double up. And then when it got in, it was just like way too small for me. So I put it on the site for what I paid for it, which was $40. So we got that one for 40 bucks. We sold this Meatloaf shirt for $80. I'd Lie For You, front and back print. This one is single stitch all the way around. I was seeing this one sell for like around 100, so I put it on the site for 80 bucks. This great white tee for $70. This back hit is crazy. Tour 1989. A lot of great white shirts. I think there's like 5 great white shirts in the buyout that I did. And yeah, the value kind of surprised me on some of them. I have like a crazy one on the site right now, but this one, size XL and the hand text tag. Yeah, hand text tag, size XL. Sold for 70 bucks. I think this is around like a $100-ish shirt. And then $50 for the size XL. We have the Jesus tee single stitched. I think it says like I love you this much. Yeah, I love you this much, and it is Jesus on the cross being crucified. $50 for this one. It has some wear and everything, but this is a single stitch one. I saw some like newer versions of this selling for like around 40, 50. This is a 90 single stitched one, sold for $50 on my website. So all of these items, 5 items, it was $275 for this bundle. So nice little bundle sale. So the last couple sales, as of now, I might update this video if there's more sales and then give you guys a sneak peek peek of a potential future website drop at the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you guys like the what sold content, I know I used to do this a lot with my Depop sales, but if you like the website what sold content, make sure to drop a like and let me know in the comments. I'll keep doing it whenever I do like website drops and stuff like that. I had a lot of people kind of reach out to me or comment like asking about how to start a vintage website as well. I could maybe do a separate video on that or like include it in a future like what sold. Just let me know if you want to hear my advice on that, because I have many things to say about like starting your own website and stuff like that. The size large office tag with the Tennessee River tag underneath. We have the office box logo. So sick. I sniped this on Depop for I think like 15 shipped. I put it on the site for 30 shipped. So a little double up right there. I'm actually really stoked this one sold and someone appreciated it. Size XL on that late 80s, early 90s Hanes Beefy. The neon Wells Fargo logo shirt. I know Wells Fargo, not the best institution, you know, it's a banking institution. I just love the print, the graphic. Single stitched, has some nice wear and everything. I actually thrifted this in California on my thrift trip with Yvette. This one, I'm so glad that someone actually appreciated it, because when I found it, I was just like, dude, look at those colors. They pop so much. We have the lime green, the neon green with the yellow and the pink. Just the colors go so hard. So I put it on my website for $25 shipped. I think I paid like $5 for it. So $25 shipped on that one. We have a couple more sales. This one actually going to Japan, and I will be in Japan almost all of next February. I just bought my ticket. I'm there for 3 full weeks. So there will be some Japan content coming, you guys. I've never been to Japan before. It's been one of my lifelong goals to go to Japan, and I don't want to entirely make the trip content based. So I will be enjoying my time, but expect at least a video or two from that, doing some vintage shopping. But I'm so excited for that. So shout out to the person from Japan that bought this. It is an Inception movie promo tee, front and back hit. I had this posted on the site for $100, which is right around what they go for. Size XL and the Gildan tag in amazing condition. So yeah, this one is going straight to Japan. This is actually the last sale. We do have one more item. I will get to it, but this is the last sale. This happened yesterday. I'm recording this video on Sunday. This happened on Saturday. The drop was on Friday. So like I said, a little bit of a pause in sales. I honestly think it's just because I don't run like any sort of ads or anything for my website. This is just something I did completely myself. I promoted it by doing reels and posts and just posting on my story. So thank you guys so much if you guys did check out the website, or if you did purchase something from this video. Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate the support, and like I said, the drop like met my expectations. I'm super excited to do more moving forward. I wanted to, and actually did record a video before the drop that I was going to edit and upload, and I completely forgot. I literally recorded the whole video and didn't edit it, didn't post it. So a lot of my YouTube audience might not even know that I did this website drop. So if you guys are just finding out now, like I said, there's still like over 100 items on the site. You can go check it out. And once we get to the very end of the video, I'll have another special surprise for you. So make sure to stay tapped in. Size medium. We have the Mount St. Helens. I love this shirt. I found this shirt at the bins many years ago, and then I just got the exact same one again at a website in the summer. 1980 survivor of the Mount St. Helens like explosion, the eruption, and I posted this on my site for $50, and it did sell. $50 free shipping. The last item is actually an item that I gave away. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know that I did a $100 credit giveaway for this drop to kind of help promo it, and almost 200 people like shared the reel. So there was like 200 people entered in, and the person that won, they had a $100 credit, and they chose this Rolling Stone shirt, which I think I had listed for $75, and they just wanted this. So the Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge 1994. I think this is like just a perfect vintage basic band tee. The iconic front graphic with the Rolling Stones like tongue, and then the back graphic with the Voodoo Lounge size XL Brockham tag. So yeah, shout out to everybody that shared the reel and entered the giveaway. Someone won the shirt for free. So that is everything that I sold and then gave away. I think if my calculations are correct, I'm at $2,400-ish in sales. Let me give you guys a sneak peek really quick of potentially the next website drop, and actually the next YouTube video. I'm dropping this video on a Wednesday night. Next Sunday, look forward to this video of me going through this entire box of, oh god, I don't know if it's gonna show that well. Look, zoom in. It's crazy anime shirts. I did a crazy anime buyout from someone that reached out to me via Instagram DMs that found me on Google. It's a crazy story, you guys. That's going to be an insane unboxing. I did unbox it already just to confirm everything in it, but I'm going to re-unbox it for you guys live for a YouTube video. Anime deal. Lots of shirts. I think it's like 50 shirts, most of them anime. Whatever I'm not keeping, there are a few shirts in there that I'm going to be keeping for the collection. Whatever I'm not keeping will be going on a future website drop, so make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's the best way to stay tapped in with future drops. So follow me on Instagram. There will be a future drop probably before the end of this month of anime items, and then I'm going to be trying to do more future drops. If you guys stayed until the very end of the video, which this is the very end of the video, I would love to extend to you guys a discount for staying for the whole video until the very end. This is the very end of the video. If you guys want anything from the website, please reach out to me on Instagram first. If you made it to the very end of the video and you are hearing this, you want something from the site, 10% off, you guys. 10% off whatever you guys want. If you guys want a $400 item, that's 40 bucks off. If you guys want a big bundle, you know, that's a percentage off. So I would really appreciate it if you checked out the website, supported the website. I'm really trying to move away from Depop. I cannot wait to make more videos, potentially a goodbye letter video, everything that I want to say, all the crazy interactions I've had on that website that are just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys want a discount on a website order, just make sure to DM me so I can get you guys set up with that. And thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the sales, maybe what your favorite sale is, what your favorite item is, or something on the site maybe that you like. And I will catch you guys in the next video this coming Sunday. This was Jackson, Loveless Vintage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.